All right. I think, but Shehzad, I think they've already paid the price for Maran, no? Because that was something that Mr. Maran had said in 2019. But having said that, where Sandeep Shastri, I want to bring him into this conversation, and also Rahul Gandhi, Shehzad. I don't think, or maybe Shama can come in on that. Rahul Gandhi is not the prime ministerial face. Is he, Shama, is this the launch of that? Or is going to be the Bharat Nyaya Yatra, the launch of Rahul Gandhi as a prime ministerial face?
I think Mr. K.C. Venugopal made it very, very clear. This is a non-political yatra. Since the Prime Minister of India and the Bharatiya Janata Party does not care for the people of Manipur, we will start the yatra from Manipur. They do not care about the...
All right, you'll start the yatra from Manipur, but, and Shehzad does have a point. Let's look at the elections that has gone down. Neighboring Mizoram went to vote, and the BJP has done better than the Congress there. There had to be some fallback where Mizoram was concerned. But Sandeep Shastri, I want to bring you into this conversation, and we'll go back to Shama and Shehzad later. With what went down today in terms of messaging, Sandeep Shastri, if we just look at it at a myopic level today, do you think audacious or foolhardy that they kick-started their campaign from the city of Nagpur, the headquarters of the RSS? On the other hand, what Mr. Kharge said was important, Sandeep, because if you look at it, he made very clear to his cadre and the people in attendance that you're voting for the Congress or you're going to work for the Congress, but ultimately it's the India Alliance. So there seems to be at least a push where messaging of the India Alliance coming together is concerned.
Preeti, you're right that there is an element of optics in what the Congress has tried today of starting their whole campaign from Nagpur. I think there is a very strong element of optics in this, in trying to showcase Nagpur as the place where they want to lead it. Now, 2 points, Preeti, which we will need to take note of. First, Mallikarjun Kharge's speech made the right type of political noises which needed to be made. Their larger slogan, "Hain Taiyar Hum," I think over time they'll have to add one more word, "Hain Taiyar Hum Sab." You see, because if you're talking of an alliance being ready, it's not just about the Congress party, it's about the alliance. And I think in 4 months' time, we will get to know क्या तैयार हैं आप सब इस alliance को अपना support देने के लिए, an appeal to the people.
Right.
Final point, I think the opposition alliance has consciously avoided falling in the trap of leadership. That is it a leadership contest? We have a leader who is your leader. I think they have consciously avoided that trap because the moment they fall in that trap, they have lost the race even before it has begun.
Right.
Sought to make the race one on issues, one on alternatives, and the whole debate on Nyay, the perspectives on justice which they want to put before the people. So in a sense, this election will be fought upon which perception of justice does the voter endorse, which perception justice does the voter believe in. And as long as the leadership issue is kept by the opposition alliance on the back burner, I think I have a fighting chance.
All right, okay. Shehzad, I want to get you in. It does seem somewhere down the line, taking off from what Mr. Shastri is also saying, that the BJP seems to be a little more desperate than the Congress to have Rahul Gandhi as the prime ministerial candidate.
Let me give you an example from today, Preeti. Today, the Congress party, in the celebration of its foundation day, put out a 56-second video. The first 22 seconds are dedicated to freedom fighters. From 22 to 56 seconds, it is about Rahul Gandhi. Mr. Kharge is not in that video. Mr. Narasimha Rao is not in that video. They make it all about Rahul. If it is not, then please tell us that why don't you tell that Rahul Gandhi under no circumstances is going to be the leader or the face. They put out a poster a few weeks ago, you remember, Preeti, where Rahul Gandhi was ahead of people who had served as chief minister 2 or 3 times. And that is why Mamta Banerjee expressed a no confidence motion and proposed the name of Kharge. अच्छा, Kharge का नाम propose होने पर प्रीति जी 2 तरीके की शायरियां हुई. एक तो नीतीश जी ने बोला हजारों ख्वाहिशें ऐसी कि हर ख्वाहिश पर दम निकले, कितने निकले अरमान मेरे फिर भी कम निकले. And the second शायरी was from the likes of Shama Mohammed and the Congress party कि प्यास तो गजब की लगी थी, बगल में जहर भरा पानी भी था, पीते तो मर जाते, नहीं पीते तो मर जाते. None of them seconded Mr. Kharge's name. Why? अरे आप तो बोल रहे हो ना कि दलित, शोषित, वंचित, अरे तो कर दो ना खड़गे जी का नाम आगे, नहीं किया. They are not refused. They are saying, no, we cannot propose Mr. Khadge's name. I mean, have you seen such no confidence against their own?
Can I come in?
I will let him finish.
Therefore,
Shama, I will come in and you'll get equal time.
Rahul की positioning हो जाए. And secondly, you see, Shama made a small error. She said that after the emergency, election campaign of Indira Gandhi ji was started from Nagpur. That is the worst example to give. The second time, the election campaign was started from a particular destination, Faizabad, which is now Ayodhya. At that time, Rajiv Gandhi, the Congress party has never ever come back to single party majority. So if these are the examples Shama Mohammed wants to quote, she is welcome to quote.
But you know, Shehzad, when she did have that public meeting, the Congress swept the Vidarbha region. So that's just a rejoinder to what you said. It's just political trivia. And it fascinates me, but that's all I'm giving you there. But having said, okay, I'll come back to you. But, you know, Shama, you wanted to come in, but, you know, there's a fair point. Because the opposition, the India Alliance, mooted the name of your leader, Mr. Khadge, as a possible prime ministerial candidate. Of course, there was discrepancies there where Mr. Pawar said that you don't need to have a face. But you were silent on that.
No. Let me make that very clear. You know, Shehzad is good to be a script writer. He can go into the movies. That's a better job for him. He's good with his Urdu poetry and all those things. But let me make it very clear. It was Khadge ji himself who said, you know, let's first win this election. Then we'll decide anything else. There was no Rahul ji. Nobody else said a word. Not a single word. We have huge respect for Mallikarjun Kharge ji. He won the elections to be the president of this party, unlike their party where they appoint dummies like JP Nadda, you know, all those people where there's just no elections and they appoint. And everything is decided by, even though JP Nadda is the president, the decisions are taken by Narendra Modi and Amit Shah. He's just a dummy puppet sitting there. We all know that. Now, he was talking about Nyay. He was saying, let's
Preeti,
get the
I
Nyay
take strong
for this
objection
one.
to this kind of language being used. If I want to, if you force me to start using my language.
Preeti, I did not
No.
interrupt.
This kind of language is unacceptable.
All right, okay. Can
No,
I
what
urge
is
the
this,
both
dummies,
of
dummies?
you?
All
Should
right.
I talk about your leaders' past antecedents?
All right.
No, please, this is not the language. Please
you know
take
what
this
I'm going to do
language
is,
off.
all right, Shehzad and
Preeti,
Shama,
I did
it's a
not
small
interrupt.
request. You know,
What
both
is this
of you,
language?
please hear me
Can
out.
I
This is a
finish?
small request. Can we please be civil?
No, I
And
have
can
not
we
used
please-
any uncharitable,
Yes.
unparliamentary language.
You have not till
Although
now,
the
you're right,
leaders of Congress
Shehzad.
party,
Yes,
where
you
they
are
come
right,
from, we
you
know.
have not. Therefore, Shama, can I please, you know, request you?
Please withdraw
let's,
that word
let's, let,
and
no, one
apologize.
second.
I will
Let's steer
never,
clear of
never
using...
withdraw. Never withdraw. You can get out, but I will not withdraw.
Okay.
So don't ask me that.
All right, okay.
Now let me finish it. Let me finish. So he says Nyay. What is the Nyay for those Punjab farmers who protested for the black farm laws? More than 700 died, and the Prime Minister of India was mum. He did not say a word, and you talk about Nyay? What about the Manipuris who died? What about the Nyay for them? What about the Nyay for our rescue
All right, but
women?
Shama,
If they cannot get
but
justice,
Shama,
how
your
can an
call for
ordinary girl
Nyay...
get justice?
Okay, I
So
want to
he
ask
was
you a
talking
counter
about
question and then I'll go to
no.
Shehzad. Your call for Nyay did not work in 2019. If you remember, you floated the Nyay scheme, which you once again rebooted as per your latest rally today. The Nyunatam Aay Yojana, which was floated the last time under the Nyay scheme, found no takers. What makes you think this time your Nyay will work?
So there's a difference. With the Nyay scheme was gotten a bit too late the last time around. And I remember this, and I've already, you know, we were also thinking it was too late. Now we've come it early. Okay. We are very clear on the Nyay scheme. We will bring it. And I'm sure, let me tell you, like you see it is, they are looking into issues in our alliances. We have no issues with our alliance partners. We are standing together. All of us want this ideology of hatred, this ideology of...
I'm going to bring in Shehzad, but you're wrong, Shama. So you're wrong because today, while you had your rally in Nagpur, at the same time, you had Mr. Ashok Chavan and you had your other leaders from your Maharashtra unit who made it very clear that the Shiv Sena, Uddhav Thacker's faction's demand of 23 seats is not going to cut it. And it was very clearly made from your own leaders. But Shehzad, appreciate the patience. You wanted to come in for a rebuttal. Go ahead.
Why do you appreciate him for his patience?
I mean, ma'am, I'll appreciate your patience if you allow I will tell you, ma'am, I will tell you. I'll appreciate your patience if you allow your co-panelists to speak without interrupting.
Is it a special thing for the Bharatiya Janata Party?
No, ma'am. Here, I'll appreciate your patience. There's no. There are no special favors. I'll appreciate your patience if you allow your co-panelists the 2 minutes. without interruption. Go ahead, Shehzad.
Preeti, on your show, and this is Rajdeep's show also, there is some decorum in the language we use, and therefore, she has called my national president dummies. I can very well say what was the past precedence of your former national president, Sonia Gandhi, which has been written about. Sanjay Nirupam has written in detail about her past antecedents. But I don't want to stoop to that level, especially on a day like this for Congress. So I will only leave it at this, that the Congress has its culture, and therefore perhaps when Maran calls North Indians toilet cleaners, they don't take action. When Udayanidhi says Sanatan Samapti, they don't take action. They in fact call Pinarayi Vijayan all kinds of names, including coward and psychopath. And Preeti, please ask them what is the Indie Alliance's agenda.
Ma'am, I'll come back to you.
They
Please
want to
allow
save
him the
democracy.
time.
Preeti, please.
I'll come back to you. Allow him the time. You'll get equal.
Can you please have a stop interrupting?
Go ahead, Mr. Poonawalla.
They say their agenda is, so-called agenda in Indie Alliance. After 4 meetings, we've seen what has come out. It is only aao khao, photo khichao jao. JDU MP has said this. Their agenda is to save the constitution. Ironically, Kerala constitution is being killed by Vijayan. In Bengal, constitution is being killed by Madam Mamta Banerjee. In Punjab, when Khera is arrested, constitution is killed by Aam Aadmi Party. And then they all come together and they say we are saving constitution. Now she made a point about Manipur. You know, Preeti, this entire narrative, Manipur, Christians, churches, etc., all of this stuff was made up. In Mizoram today, BJP is at 2 seats. Congress is down from 5 to 1 seat. The BJP has governments in Assam, Tripura. Our allies have government in Meghalaya, in Nagaland. And the Congress party has not been in power in Nagaland for the last 50 years. The Congress party, out of the 180 seats in Nagaland, Tripura and Meghalaya, has got 8 seats. With what face is this Shama Mohammed speaking? I mean, does she have any clue except for being abrasive on TV and being rude and uncouth? Does she have any substantive argument? I have talked about how this country is moving forward on economy, on other fronts, on development. Does she have 5 things to talk? You were going around with Rajasthan and Chhattisgarh model. What happened? After 18 years, people have voted for us in Madhya Pradesh. Is there no indication of that? And by the way, they keep talking about OBC, Nafrat ki vichardhara, etc. We made Mohan Yadav Chief Minister in Madhya Pradesh. We made Vishnuji Chief Minister in Chhattisgarh. Who have you made Chief Minister? Revant Reddy, who was abusing OBC caste. And this is Mohabbat ki dukaan.
All right, okay. But you know, Shehzad, just to come in, you still have Biren Singh as the Chief Minister of Manipur despite of what has gone down in Manipur. And you yourself 2 days ago said very clearly, 1 second, sir. You yourself, 1 second, sir, allow me. You yourself 2 days ago on my show here, which is Rajdeep's show, you said very clearly that it doesn't matter the kind of votes that happen, it is intent. So the fact is that the Prime Minister nor the Home Minister went to Manipur. Just small submissions to what the points that you've made. I will come back to you, Shama, and I'll go back to Shehzad, and I am timing the both of you.
Can I just come in 10 seconds?
10 seconds, sir.
No. He's got enough time. I want to speak
now.
Ma'am,
I'm giving you enough time. I'm timing it. Believe me, I have a stopwatch.
Preeti.
Yes, 10 seconds, sir.
Preeti, in Manipur, when in 93, 96 and 2011, Manipur burned for over 1,000 days cumulatively and hundreds and hundreds died. Whether Home Minister also went, whether one statement was made in Parliament? Yes.
Does 2 rights make a wrong? Or does 2 wrongs make a right? I beg your pardon.
They only want...
Do 2 wrongs make a right?
I'm just saying...
You still have Biren Singh as the Chief Minister, sir, and that's... You still have the Chief Minister as Biren Singh.
Oh, I can deal with...
Okay.
I'll answer that also.
Sir, I'll come back to you. Let's not get into this. I'll come back to you, right? You've had your 10 seconds. May I move on and I'll come right back.
They have not moved no confidence motion against Manipur Chief Minister, by the way.
Can I come in?
Ma'am, can I come back to you after I go to Mr. Shastri?
No. I want to just rebut.
Ma'am, 10 seconds. 10 seconds for a rebuttal.
No. He talks about Manipur. Their Lok Sabha member of parliament was not allowed to speak in parliament about Manipur. Their MLAs have said that they've lost trust in Biren Singh, but they continue to have Biren Singh. And he says, you have made up these stories. That's what he's telling you, Preeti, as a journalist. You've made it up. Nothing happened in Manipur. Everything was normal. That's what he's saying. Manipur is a place where
he didn't say that.
The differences are huge.
Shama,
he just said that
No, he didn't say that. Okay, it's a hard cut. I want to bring in Sandeep Shastri into this conversation. Sandeep Shastri, the question I want to ask you, I don't want to escalate that, the argument there. I'll come back to our panelists in the end. But Sandeep Shastri, if you look at where the India Alliance stands right now and where the BJP stands, and the BJP at least where optics, perception, even the ground reality is concerned, is miles ahead. If you talk about a narrative, whatever it might be, they have a Prime Minister's face firmly in place. They have the Viksit Sankalp Bharat Yatra, which is going on, which is deliverance, La Bharati. They have the Ram Mandir. They have the religious angle, which is going in for them. Whichever way you might want to look at it, but they have a clear vision and a narrative. On the other hand, the India Alliance seems to be all over the place.
Preeti, 4 months before the election, there is no doubt that the BJP and the NDA seems to have an advantage. I have said it on your show. There are 4 M's which they are projecting: Modi, Mahila, Mandir, and Majburi. Majburi in terms of what is there against them. And they are taking the best advantage of these 4 M's. But Preeti, you and I have seen this for long. 4 months is a long time in politics.
True.
And what we have seen starting today, if the opposition alliance is able to keep the leadership issue on the back burner, if they are able to focus on alternative policies, alternative strategies, and make a meaning of the justice they are talking about, make justice meaningful to the common people, there is a hope of a fight. Otherwise, the advantage which the NDA today seems to have would only expand with time.
All right.